Peace, fam. This is Mustafa Talks Tech, your digital marketing specialist and tech evangelist, coming at you with another video about a subject that I want to talk about, a meme that I created last night. And the meme is 5 things to ask before you hire that digital marketing specialist or digital marketing agency. And the inspiration for this meme came about as I just scroll social media often just to look at competitors, if you will, and seeing some of the work that people in my field of digital marketing or content marketing are doing for other clients, just so I can learn if I can from them, or learn some things not to do, or see some things that if I was in that position what I would do better. So it's an education that I do when I scroll the social media landscape, just to see what people like myself in the digital marketing field are actually doing. And I came across one instance, not trying to throw nobody under the bus in my own industry. We all trying to make a way and serve our clients. But I came away from seeing this one um, person in my industry and the work that they were doing for a client, and I was disappointed. I was very disappointed because it's one thing to do bad work, and it's another thing to your work is almost non-existent where you're not doing anything. But the person think that you have their best interests at heart and that you are working on their behalf. But me, as a specialist in the field, I can see things that maybe that client cannot see, things that should be done, or things, certain benchmarks that should be reached by a certain point in time. And by me looking at it with my specialist eyes, I was really disgusted, just straight up. I was just really disappointed. And as I scrolled doing my own audit of this person's social media page, and like, man, that was a missed opportunity. I'm just looking at different things like that was a missed opportunity. That was a missed opportunity. They should have added that already. Man, don't what are you talking about? Don't do that. Do this. So I'm not, as I say, I'm not a critic, and I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus in my own industry. But when you do bad work, you make it bad for all of us in this industry as digital marketing specialists, because you create this illusion that we're out for money or out for ourselves, and not out for putting our clients' best interest first and foremost, which it should be. So just based on that scrolling of the social media landscape and my own disgust, I just had these thoughts running in my mind, like, if someone were to approach a digital marketing specialist or approach a digital marketing agency, what are the questions that they should ask? There's a lot of questions you can ask, but what are some of those questions that they can ask that would kind of be telltale signs to them that this person is legit, this person got my best interest at heart, this person can actually produce and bring into fruition what they claim they can bring into fruition. So came up with this meme: 5 things to ask before you hire that digital marketing special, digital marketing agencies. 5 things. And it's really self-explanatory and really straight to the point, but I just kind of thought I would record a video complement to it, so that I can kind of go a little bit deeper into those 5, each one of those 5 things to ask before you hire that digital marketing specialist or digital marketing agency, just so I can feel that I've cleared my conscience, that I've put information out there so that clients and customers will be able to protect themselves and be able to get the best bang for their buck, because we all struggling out here trying to make a dollar. And for you to sacrifice or invest your dollar in someone who's supposed to help bring you gain and bring you increase, then you want at the end of the day to make sure that dollar is well spent, which is only right and which is only fair. So I'm gonna go over these 5 things. Try not to be long-winded on this video, though that's sometimes hard for me because I just have all this information. I just be trying to get it out to folks just to, educate, let them know what's going on, inspire, give resources, instructions, and direction. But let's go ahead and go right into this. 5 things to ask before you hire that digital marketing specialist or digital marketing agency. And I'm looking at the meme right on my screen. You see me looking over um, every now and then. Okay, number 1. This is it. Ask them, were you self-taught? Did you go to traditional school or did you attend a boot camp? Now, neither option is better or worse than the other. It just gives you an idea of what type of education they have or what kind of training that they have and the depth of the learning that they may have in digital marketing. Some people are self-taught. They go the self-taught route where they watch some YouTube videos, they get some books, they study, they apprentice themselves to someone who's already an established digital marketing specialist, and it works out fine for them. This is not brain surgery or electrical work or a car mechanic, something very, very technical where, you need very, very specialized training. Digital marketing, you do have to, get some knowledge and some training in it, but, this is not somebody just gonna watch a YouTube video and be operating on your brain, doing brain surgery or doing open heart surgery, or somebody watching a YouTube video now they finna repair your transmission or your engine. It's not that level of requirement where you ain't finna watch no YouTube video and be working on my house or working on my car or working on my body doing surgery. But some people go through YouTube and through books and ebooks and courses, and they really get a good grasp and a good foundation in digital marketing, and that's legit. You can work with that. If somebody's self-taught, you can actually work with that. But as I go further into these 5 things, there are certain telltale signs that you may want to look at still, even if they're self-taught, to make sure they're justifying and proving that they're self-taught and their growth and development, that route, is actually bearing fruit. So the next one was, did you go to a traditional school, like, a 4-year college? Did you go get a degree in this? Because digital marketing and social media marketing and content marketing, these are all fairly new fields, like within the past 10 years or so, there really isn't any legit digital marketing college degrees that you can go and get that will actually prepare you to be a digital marketing specialist. And I found that out the hard way when I decided to go back to school to get this digital marketing knowledge and be certified. I was going to look for a 4-year degree in digital marketing. And my job presently was going to pay for it all, to be able to get my 4-year degree. And as I looked and looked and looked, there were no 4-year degrees legit that was teaching people digital marketing. I looked at LSU and they had what was called a digital marketing degree. But as I looked at the syllabus, I found that this was just a traditional marketing degree that they were throwing 1 3-hour course on top of and calling that a digital marketing degree. But I looked up and down the syllabus, and based on my own independent study and being self-taught about digital marketing up to that point, I knew that degree was not going to prepare me, if I didn't know, or prepare someone who doesn't know, for a field, a career in digital marketing. I mean, it wasn't talking about SEO, it wasn't talking about YouTube marketing or Instagram marketing or social media marketing and content. It wasn't going into any of those depths. It was just a traditional marketing degree. It was putting a 3-hour course on top of it, which wasn't teaching you nothing. And it was calling this a digital marketing degree, CAP. And I looked at other schools that were offering quote unquote digital marketing degrees, and it was pretty much, the same, that the college system has not caught up with this current digital marketing knowledge, and therefore the degrees are non-existent for the most part. That may change in a few years, 5 or 10 years, but as of right now, a lot of those college degrees are non-existent for a digital marketing specialist. So if a person says they didn't go to a 4-year college to get a digital marketing degree, that's not a bad thing, because there really are no digital marketing degrees out there that are legit, that are actually preparing someone to go into this field. So that's not a red flag necessarily, but yeah. Next, did you attend a boot camp? Which is what I did. Once I had some knowledge of being self-taught over my 14-year career in digital marketing, um, doing my own projects and working for others. I kind of learned step by step as I went along. And but when I really wanted to, I decided I wanted to go into the field and learn about it. I went to a boot camp. That was my best option. Talking to my educational mentor, that was going to be my best option to get this knowledge, get advanced knowledge of digital marketing, and enter into this field. So I attended a boot camp named Thinkful, and it was a 3-month course. I was able to finish it in 2 months, and that was basically me grinding it out and coming into the course with a lot of previous knowledge and experience in digital marketing. So a lot of things were refreshers for me, and I was able to move through the course and get certified in digital marketing in January of 2023 this year. So if a person say they went to a boot camp, online boot camp, they name off some names. That's not a bad thing. That can actually be a good thing. These boot camps are actually legit. They're very thorough. They have quizzes and tests and certain projects you have to complete to prove your competency in digital marketing. So if someone came out of a boot camp, they successfully completed it, they've been tried and tested for real. That you have a very good chance that you're dealing with a legit person. So that's the first 3 things you want to ask. Were you self-taught? Did you go to a traditional school, or did you attend a boot camp? Next, you may want to ask them, how long have you been doing this? Like I said, somebody could have went to a boot camp, but what if they went to a boot camp just 2 weeks ago before they now talking to you, and now they're trying to do something for you? It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it just gives you an idea that this may not be the most experienced person to be helping you in your particular situation, because they're still fresh and new themselves. So, ask them, how long have you been doing this? Have you been doing it for 6 months, a year, years, a decade? Those are good questions that you may want to ask. The next thing, number 2, you want to ask them is, are you a generalist in digital marketing, or do you specialize in any particular area? And this is very, very key and critical, because digital marketing is a very broad umbrella-like term. And in digital marketing, it can be several or one lane that a person rolls in. When we say digital marketing, that encompasses content marketing, email marketing, SEO, SEM, analytics, blogging, podcasting, affiliate marketing, buyer process, so much under that umbrella of digital marketing, that when someone says they're a digital marketer, you have to be specific and clear. What does that mean to you when you say you're a digital marketer? So you have to ask, are they a generalist, or do they specialize in any particular area? And that's key, because say a person knows the broad knowledge of digital marketing, which is good. They can still help you. But let's say you're trying to set up an email campaign. You're trying to do an email. You're trying to build a list in email because you want to do a newsletter and build your brand that way. Now, let's say someone's a generalist in digital marketing, but they're not a specialist in email marketing. They may not be able to be the best fit to help you, because they're a generalist, but they're not a specialist in what you need. Or let's say someone is a generalist again in digital marketing, but you're trying to increase your page rank on Google. So you need an SEO specialist, an SEM specialist. You need somebody that has that knowledge. So this person may be a generalist and know about digital marketing in general, but they may not be a specialist in SEO and SEM. So therefore, they probably wouldn't be the best fit to directly help you in your particular instance. And we can go on and on and on of how a person can be a generalist in digital marketing, but you may need a specialist to go into a particular area. And if that person is just a generalist, but they're not the specialist in your particular area, that may not be a good fit. That doesn't mean they're not a good person. That does not mean they don't know their field. That does not mean that they can't be useful to you in some other capacity. But if you have a special need and that person is not um, really have drilled down into learning all the intricacies of that particular specialization, then they probably won't be able to best fit to help you in that area. So you want to ask them, are you a generalist or are you a specialist? And whatever task you have that you're trying to do in digital marketing, you have to ask them straight up specific. Can you help me with SEO? Can you help me with content marketing? Can you help me with blogging, content writing, my copywriting? Can you help me with that? Can you help me with podcasting? Can you help me with video marketing? You have to be very specific in your area, not just take for granted. They said it was a digital marketing specialist, so it's all good. So generalist versus specialist. Number three, you want to ask them, what was the last new thing you learned about digital marketing? I'll say that one more time. You got to ask them, what was the last new thing you learned about digital marketing? And this is a telltale sign because it would tell you how invested and committed they are to being in this field of continuously learning. See, tech and this field, digital marketing, all these interrelated fields, knowledge is constantly being innovated. New things are constantly being innovated. So if you're not staying on your toes, or the person in mind that you have as a digital marketing specialist or the agent, if they're not on their toes, staying on their toes, then what may have been true 6 months ago of their knowledge and ability may not be relevant 6 months after the fact, because the algorithm is changed, the ways of doing social media changes, different strategies change in social media and digital marketing all the time. So you can literally be a digital marketing specialist, but your ways and tactics could be outdated because things have changed. So you have to ask that person, what was the last new thing you learned about digital marketing? And that will give you a telltale sign of, is this person constantly learning? Are they invested in continuous learning beyond their certification or their being self-taught? Are they committed to every month or every so many months refreshing their knowledge, researching to find out what are the new trends in digital marketing, what are the new algorithms, what are the new SEO, search engine optimization tricks or hacks and tactics? What's going on with social media? How are people doing this and that? What are the new social media platforms that are popping up? Which ones are popping off? These are knowledge that you want to know when you're dealing with a digital marketing specialist or a digital marketing agency. What was the last new thing you learned? And they say, they kind of get a puzzled look, or, they tell you straight up, I got my cert in digital marketing, a year ago, and that was it. I haven't done nothing else to improve my knowledge or learn nothing new. Then you may want to, not tell you not to go with them, but you may want to keep an eye on that. Number four, you want to ask them, do you use AI in your campaigns? If so, how? I became acquainted with AI via Chat GPT over the summer, and Chat GPT has been a game changer for me. I use it a lot in my digital marketing campaigns. I use it in my copywriting, my copying. I use it a lot blogging. I use it to help me create outlines of things I'm going to say on my podcast or even my videos. And it helps me to work smarter, not necessarily harder. It helps me get things done in less time. Um, you know, AI or Chat GPT is like the best assistant that a digital marketer can have, because it's never tired, never has attitude, it never calls out, it's never sick, thus and so. But as a creative type person, I don't over rely on AI or Chat GPT. Just as a creative person myself, you can literally use Chat GPT to write a book. I would assume is that advanced. I know you can use it to write articles. You can use it to do blog posts. You can use it to write a newsletter. So many things where you can automate it, set it and go, and it would do it for you. But just as a creative type person, I wouldn't do that and then put my name on it like I did it, because it's an insult to my personal creativity of being able to go within myself, dig within my heart and soul, and come out with a finished product, which is manifestation of my own creativity. I like to be creative. I like to create my own stuff. I like to create my own graphic designs, my own memes, come up with my own articles, come up with my own books, come up with my own ebooks, come up with my own podcasts. I like to do all that myself, but I do use Chat GPT, for instance. Like if I'm writing an article and I need some statistics, and I don't have time to go all over Google researching and going through this and that website. I just put it in Chat GPT. Give me all the statistics for this particular issue that I'm trying to write on. Boom, it comes up. Or if I'm trying to ask Chat GPT, I need some figures for another formula that I'm trying to come up with, I put it in Chat GPT and it would come up with it, versus me trying to go through 7, 8 websites and none of them will give me the correct answer. So I'm still searching, I'm still looking, trying to find that right answer. Chat GPT cuts that time down and gives me accurate answers and information just like that. So I do use AI in campaigns. If someone worked with me, I would use AI, but I wouldn't overuse AI. I'm not going to write a whole blog. I'm not going to have AI write a blog post and then I'm going to put my name on it and say, man, it was hard to come up with this one, man. But I persevered and I came through, man. I was up to 1, 2 o'clock in the morning writing this article, man. I did the research, I had to write it, I had to tweak it, I had to prove it. I did everything. That's an insult to my personal creativity. I would never do that. But I will help it. I will use it to help me fill in some blanks and fill in some gaps and some different information that I may need to support the points that I'm trying to make in a blog post or an article. Or, sometimes I use it like this. Hey, Chat GPT, give me 5 ideas for YouTube shows that I can produce on digital marketing. And then it'll give me titles and ideas. I do use it in that way. It'll give me titles and ideas. And then I can decide to go with that or nah, I'm not feeling that. Or I can say, hey, Chat GPT, I need to write 4 new blog posts on email marketing, the benefits of it, the strategies of it. And then it'll give me the titles, it'll give me an outline, and then I have to fill in the blanks of how to do it. So I'm still using my own creativity, but it's just helping set up the process and making it a little bit easier. As I say, I'm working smarter, not harder. So you have to ask them, do you use AI in your campaigns? If so, how? Because you may not want somebody who's just setting it and go and coming up with all these art. I mean, I guess that's not bad. Some people do that, and Chat GPT is legit. It will spin that article out or that blog post, and it will be coherent. It will be cohesive. It will make sense. It will be factual. I mean, it will come out right. You still have to proof check. You have to proofread it for the, just make sure it did its job, because it's tech. It's artificial intelligence. But for the most part, AI, Chat GPT, it'll put out some good information. But just me as a creator, I can't do that. So, that's a conversation you have to have with your digital marketing specialist. The last thing you want to ask them is, what was the last personal project you used your skills on? And do you have a portfolio of work I can see? Now, me, I always like to say that my knowledge of digital marketing is not relegated to something that I read in a book, but it's based on projects and stuff that I do every day. I didn't just go to school to learn this stuff and then that was it. I'm just waiting on somebody to call me, or I'm looking for a client that I want to use it on. I do this stuff. I do this every day. I do this 7 days a week. This ain't a hobby for me. I'm constantly coming up with new memes. I'm constantly coming up with blog posts. I'm constantly coming up with new podcasts, new videos, YouTube page. I'm constantly doing social media marketing on my own projects and my own things. I'm constantly researching, learning, certain hacks to get around certain algorithm restrictions. I'm constantly checking and learning, what's the new thing, what's the new strategy, what's the new tactic, what's the new hack, so I can use it myself. So therefore, I have a portfolio of so many projects that somebody came to me like, okay, what are you doing with, your digital marketing skill? Are you actually using them yourself, or are you just waiting on me to come along so you can use them on me? And the benefit of that is it keeps my skills sharp. It may be weeks between you having a client, in digital marketing, but if you use these skills every day, man, you getting sharp. If you constantly researching, you getting sharp. If you constantly writing blog posts, you recording yourself doing podcasts, you recording yourself doing videos like you see me right now. That means you're a sharp tool. So when you come to a client, a customer, then you're gonna be sharp. This ain't gonna be foreign to you. Like, how do you do that? I'm trying to remember on what page in the book when I was in class they said how to do thus and so. No, man, I do this every day. Every day I'm doing something in digital marketing. Every day I'm working on writing something. Every day I'm doing some type of project. So if you ask me, can I see your portfolio? I'm gonna tell you, go check out my social media pages. I'm gonna tell you, go check out my YouTube page. I got 61 videos I'm recording. I mean, that's proof itself. I know about video marketing. I know how to put a video together. Go check out my podcast. I got as much podcast episodes on that. Well, do you know about producing digital products? Go download my ebook. I got digital products. What do you know about email list? Sign up for my email list. And when my mind went blank. When my newsletter come out, you'll see the structure of how I set up that newsletter and how I have it, looking professional and laid out, and the wording. You'll see. So I have a portfolio of work that you can see in real time that this ain't a hobby for me. This ain't just a job for me. I do this all the time. So you want to ask them, what was the last personal project that you used your skills on as a digital marketer? And do you have a portfolio of work I can see? Seeing is believing. So those are 5 things that you should ask before you hire that digital marketing specialist or digital marketing agency. And those things will help you have a good experience and get the best out of your experience and get the best bang for your buck. It will help you not get jerked around or get played, or be dealing with somebody who's taking your money but not giving you your money's worth. I detest that. So I just wanted to put that out there to clear my conscience, so I can at least say I did my part to let people know what's going on out here in this digital landscape, in this social media landscape, in this internet landscape, this tech landscape, what's going on. These are 5 things that you got to ask. And if that person is working for you and you're giving your money, they work for you. So don't be afraid to ask and listen closely to the answer. I'm not saying that people in digital marketing are crooks and you got to be looking and magnifying glass trying to read the fine print. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that these are questions that can help you get the best experience, because that's what you deserve. You spend your hard-earned money or whatever you're spending on this person or this agency. You deserve the best. You deserve to get things that you need done. You deserve to have truthfulness. You deserve to have quality work if you're spending your money. So this is Mustafa Talks Tech. I'm finna go ahead and tune out. Go ahead and tune off. Hope you got something from it. If you have any questions, just put those questions in the comment, or go to my website down here. It's floating down here somewhere. I don't know which way it's going from the screen that I'm looking at. But check out Mustafa Talks Tech, or call me at 850-304-2882. You can email me. You can text me at that number. If you need some further clarification on something that I said that wasn't clear, or you just need some more depth of it, I'd be more than happy to do that. A few times a week, I do give 15-minute consultations. to people who have questions about this whole digital marketing and its associated lanes. I'd be more than happy to set you up for a 15-minute free consultation to answer, one or two quick questions and give you some guidance on some things. If you want to go further than that 15 minutes, there is a fee, there's a cost to that. But you know, I can answer a lot of your questions. I have 14 years of experience in digital marketing, content marketing, social media marketing, and affiliate and associated lanes. And also, I am a certified digital marketing specialist. And again, I do this every day. I do this every day. I'm constantly researching. I'm signed up to so many different email newsletters that give me the latest news and innovations that's going on in digital marketing. So I'm constantly trying to learn it and being a lifelong student of this. So yeah. So if you need me, you know how to reach me. Website, phone number, email, text me. All right. Check me out on YouTube. Check me out on social media. If we're not connected by chance, just link up with me, connect, like, share, comment. Send this to a friend. Send this to somebody that may be, in a predicament where they got somebody in mind and they just don't know if they should pull the trigger on and go with this person. Send them this video, and it'll give them something to think about and some questions to ask. All right. And to all my digital marketers out there who are in the same field as me, I hope that I didn't say anything that was offensive to you. And to those that are in our field, I'm not trying to put a shadow of doubt on us that we're crooks or you're a crook or you're not legit or you're the best. But I'm doing this for those of us that are legit in digital marketing. I'm talking about those of us that take this serious, that those of us that it is a field, it is a career for us, but it's still more than that, that we really take our clients serious and respect our clients and want to give them the best. I'm talking to those type of people. So by me saying these things to help people ask right questions, that helps weed out the ones who are not so legit, who are not so caring, who are not so giving their best efforts. And if we weed those ones out, then that makes it all better for those of us who are legit and take this very serious. So I hope that none of my digital marketers, fellow digital marketers, were offended by nothing I said or think that this was a personal shot against you or your agency or anything like that. But I'm just doing this for the people. I'm doing this for people that may have gotten burned or to prevent someone from getting burned. All right. So peace. See you on the next go round.